from like online or in clubs.
Yeah. No, it's 100%.
You know what I've always wondered about in relationships as well? Things like accommodating and compromise.
Yeah.
When is it okay to say it's enough? I'm now bending.
Right.
Because you'll find people in marriages from a different era who think they're doing a lot of compromising and accommodating when really they've changed themselves and they're not happy. Yeah. But because of the old school concept, they rather be married and miserable than to be, the taboo back then being divorced.
Yeah.
Because being divorced is seen more as a failure. Yeah. So now in 2021, where we have a lot of people that aren't afraid of words like separation, divorce. And remarry, or dating for longer periods than before, to make sure I get it right this time.
Yeah.
Right.
So is it still okay to accommodate your partner and compromise?
I feel like you have to if you're going to have someone in your life and you're trying to build and have them for a long period of time. Because that's the only way it works.
But when do we bend? Because there's a lot of people that will get divorced and say, oh, I feel like when I got with them, I changed.
I guess it's like when you're actually like proper changing, isn't it? Like when you're actually find yourself like you're not even being yourself anymore. You're literally just acting like whatever they want, it's okay, cool. This is what you want. This is what I'm going to be like. This is what I'm going to do.
When
like.
you find yourself serving them, but you're not
serving yourself. Exactly. Because you should always serve yourself as well as the other person. It should be, you should never lose yourself within a relationship. So it's like, if you find yourself like you don't even know who you are anymore, what do you want to do, where you going or whatever, you're just waiting to be told what to do. Then that's when it's like, okay, well, now you've just completely folded.
Okay. But I guess for some people, or not even for some people, like, this is one of the concepts that everybody's going on about, like, should a woman submit to her man?
But I think submission, what people claim as to what they think submission is, and what submitting is completely two different things. Because it's like, I feel like women can and women do submit in relationships, but certain people don't want submission. They want someone to serve them, and so they now consider that as submission, but that's not actually submission. Because a lot of women, the thing is, a lot of guys I see, not in personally like dating or whatever, but the people that I do sometimes see that are vocal online, some of them, it's like you have no direction, but you want someone to submit to you. Right. Why would someone want to submit to someone that doesn't even know where they're going? You need to at least make that person feel like you're secure with me. Don't worry, I've got you. I'll take us to this, do you know, a safe space or to this wherever. But a lot of people don't know where they're going, but they want someone to submit just so that it can make them feel like
the man.
Yeah, the man. And it's like,
said that, because what I'm worried about in this day and age is I think majority of men aren't leaders anymore, and I want more men to assume the roles of leaders.
Read my book.
So I was actually going to ask you, Kay, in a sense of what has happened.
Yeah,
why aren't men
because
assuming
a
the
lot of them don't know where they. It seems like, but you want me to submit, but you don't know where you're taking me. I'm happy to. I want to move in my feminine energy around you, but the thing is, I can't because you don't know what you're doing. So now I have to move in my masculine energy, and then you're saying, "Oh, women, this is." But if you knew what you were doing, I'll be happy to move my feminine energy. And let me just because that is where I'm most comfortable at. But I can't be there because you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
What have you seen? What's going on?
So, one thing is that, like, women move through, I guess it's puberty, through, like, that's your initiation into womanhood. Like, you become a woman, I guess it's, how old is it roughly? Is it 9 to... like 13 or something like that, where you kind of you start menstruating and all that. So it's like you have like an initiation into becoming a woman. Like you're kind of by life you're forced into it. But with men, there's no initiation into becoming a man anymore. Especially in the West. Like you know, in the Jewish tradition, they have like bar mitzvah and all that stuff. Like now you're a man, or maybe back in a village or something like that, it might have been you have to stay in a cave for 7 days by yourself and survive. You know, so men don't have that initiation into becoming, or boys don't have that into becoming a man anymore.
So
you know, and
you don't have anything.
Like there's no process anymore. So it's like we need to bring back a form of initiation, and what the initiations that we know is like, like having sex with your first losing your virginity is kind of your initiation into manhood nowadays.
Yeah.
But because it's surrounded by so many boyish ideas, like you shouldn't pleasure a woman, it's all about your pleasure. And it's like when we're not fed any sort of direction.
Yeah.
And I think as well, people are not, or they're very self-serving rather than, because one of the concepts that's going to be in my next book is actually about you need to serve a higher power as a man, and then a woman can submit to you, because at least you're submitting to somebody else. But when it's just about you, it's like, I might have no purpose, no drive. So why is she going to submit to you? But it's like when you're serving God, you have a purpose.
Okay.
You will always have a purpose. If you lose your job, you still have a purpose. You still have something to go back to. You still have a center. So a lot of men don't have a core anymore.
Okay. So she would need to see you she'd be able to look up to you when she can see that you're an example of that.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Being able to serve.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like what you see in work as well. You see that the boss is ready to sweep the floor.
Yeah.
He's not above that.
Yeah.
Which therefore makes the employees more forthcoming to chipping in.
Exactly. Like lead by example.
Yes.
That's it.
Lead by example.
Yes.
And another thing we've lost is examples of like what is a man, you know, especially in the black community. A lot of like people don't have their fathers, and for me it was a bit different. It was like my father was always like, I don't like this term, but it's like my mum wore the trousers.
Okay. So like, what's the definition of that then? From what you
it's
saw?
like earning more.
Okay. How did you know she was earning more though?
I didn't know she was earning more, but it's just from the way she was able to make decisions overruling him.
Oh, so you already knew that, she must have something more than him.
Exactly. That goes into a whole other debate, like is it a problem if your partner earns more and all that stuff, but it's like, if you have somebody that is how would I say it, like, if as a man you are moving towards being better, always self-development, then you have a core. Okay. Whereas if you get lazy in moving towards being better, then the woman that's following you is going to see, where's this guy going? He's going nowhere. He has no direction. He has no core. So it's like, even when you are lost, you should be able to self-correct yourself on your journey, if that makes sense.
I get what you mean, yes.
Like, if you're in the wilderness, your woman should be able to support you, but you should still have the brain and the know-how of, okay, I'm going to get myself out of this problem, or I'm going to go to my brothers. Okay, that's another thing. Other men.
Exactly,
okay, so do we as women in this day and age, do we need to learn to take a step back?
Oh.
Because I think a lot of us are like, if you ain't got it, let's assume it. But then maybe we're aiding to the men in the wilderness that are lost and have not found the promised land.
We should, because some of them don't even deserve it anyways. They treat you like crap. So you're stepping forward for what? So step back. Let the men help each other out, and if they don't, what do you want me to do now? Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like what it is that we're always rescuing. We're always rescuing
when we don't even need to.
Yeah, when we need, I feel like we need guys to learn to step in and rescue each other. When a guy's supposed to come in and help each other out, it's the girls coming to help you out. What's going on? So you're having more women out here rescuing and saving. The guys doing so. And but then you want me to say that you are the one holding the pants? You have no pants.
In my country, they say you have no pietu. No, that's a very interesting point, because it's like.
So do we step back? Should we?
Yeah, because we've lost the father figure.
Okay.
Like, just in society. And obviously, it's like, society's moved from a very, maybe toxic masculinity in some point, but it's like we've lost masculinity overall. Or we're losing it. Like, instead of getting rid of toxic masculinity and leaving positive masculinity, what we've done is like thrown out the whole
work,
masculinity, and everything's kind of shifted over to, you know, the feminine imperative. You know, so it's like, and everything in its extreme is bad.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
So it's like a lot of it's become women mothering men.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like when the father's not in the house, you'll hear this thing of the male child is always treated like is always babied by the mother.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like we need to get rid of that. Or not rid of that. It needs to be. We need balance.
Yeah.
We need balance.
No,
so women need to
100%.
be able to step back, let a man go to his friends, go to his community, go to his church, go to his mosque or whatever it is, find his brothers and let them solve the issue.
Yeah.
While you sit back and trust that community of men are going to be able to solve it.
Yes.
Let the warriors go out and be warriors.
So then, what issue?
That's
'Cause
it.
I really love what you brought up because I don't think as you get older, you don't have school to go back to meet your friends or the youth clubs and stuff. So you have to kind of find them at work and family. So as a woman and a man, what issues do you tackle together? Is it just parenting?
No, it's like So it's like the areas you should tackle together is family is definitely a big part, but also what is it that you want to achieve together?
Yeah.
So is it you want to build a home, you want to build like a farm, or you want to build a school, or you want to like build a business, and you want your wife to be, I don't know, she might be an accountant and you want her to be your CFO, or it's like you should be building things together, but it's like the main problem solving as an individual you should be able to solve yourself.
Okay. So let me just bring in a some might find a derogatory term. What's women's business?
What's women's business?
Yeah.
Oh, in a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
It depends on the dynamic, really.
I mean, you can say it. Say how it
So
is.
say it how it is. To make your man feel loved,
Okay.
but in how he wants to be loved. A lot of women love men.
Okay.
A lot of women love women how they want to be loved.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I remember an ex-girlfriend, she would buy me like loads of like gifts. And it's like, that's not my love language. And I've told you it's not my love language. And it's like, that's not what I'm looking for from you.
Okay.
And the gifts were quite bad. And it's like...
On top.
Imagine!
I was going to say, gifts can't go wrong with that. It's going to say that crap.
He said that trash.
So what's your love language then?
Right now, because I feel it evolves over time. Right now, it's acts of service.
Okay.
Acts of service.
So what, picking up your dry cleaning?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Literally, like, because it just eases my day or what I'm trying to achieve at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time where it was physical touch, and like I feel like a lot of men, that's their one, and it's all sex related. But it's like when you're actually on job and on your path, like I feel it evolves into kind of
Different.
acts of service.
So what you need at that point in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be words of affirmation just to lift your self-esteem, but you should also be giving yourself all those love languages as well.
Yeah.
So it's like there has to be a balance between. I feel like you need to just not need somebody else, and then when they come into your life, they can be themselves.
So you need to be whole.
Yes.
Whole, yes.
Before approaching a relationship.
Yeah.
As a man, you need to be whole. As a woman, you don't need to be whole because
So why can we afford to,
because you can absorb the wholeness of the man that you're with.
Oh, so you have enough to give.
Give, yes.
Yeah.
But so technically that means women are outpouring themselves and feeling drained, for example, emotionally. And technically that's not our role. We're not supposed to do that.
It's the man that should be pouring into your cup more.
It's true, because then we
That's-
multiply.
Yeah, it's like
What do they give?
women multiply.
Exactly, yeah.
Like women will, feed the masses, like
Yes.
he gives you one loaf of bread and you turn it into 1,000
With the
fish,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So all this time, women have been overcompensating.
Satan,
Yeah.
in the masculine,
Wow.
it's like women have become too masculine focused, but it's like to fill the gap of what men aren't doing.
Yeah.
Hence
facts.
stepping back in order to bring back the masculinity within men again for their own good.
Yeah.
Like
And
let
us.
them go their path.
Yeah.
So like another I guess in your other episode you're talking about the bad boy. Like a lot of the main reason women go for bad boys because they normally have a clear direction, whether it's it may not be the best direction, but it's like
They know.
you know this man, like if he's selling drugs or whatever, it's like I know this man is going out getting it. He's focused on his path, and then he brings his energy back to me.
He oozes masculinity.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a lot of men that don't have that masculine energy to give back. And what you mentioned about leadership, like when I talk about there's 4 types of men, or 4 types of men that women find attractive. So that's the leader, the bad boy, the nice guy, and the provider.
Okay, so can we touch on the nice guy only because
Right.
traditionally people go nice guys finish last.
Yeah.
So why is the nice guy
Attractive.
Yes.
Because he will pamper you, treat you. He'll make you feel good about your insecurities and just make you feel like there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
You know, he'll put you on a pedestal.
Yeah. Like
And
you're the
you'll
only girl in the world.
Well, and I feel like the more, this is a bit controversial, but I feel like the more insecure you are as a woman, the more likely you are to like a nice guy.
Okay.
Like in the long run.
Oh, so we're talking about women that are past, let's just say the stage where the bad guys are attractive.
Yeah.
They've been hurt, burnt, and they're like, I just want a nice guy now.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
because you've been that those bad boys have made you feel so insecure about yourself because maybe they've cheated or maybe they've, like called you names and stuff like that. So you just want somebody that's gonna fill those cracks that have been created.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, just before we go, please can you let the people know where we can find your book?
Yeah, so we can find the book at Amazon and Audible, so you can get the audio book, it's on Kindle, it's also on paperback. That is The Infinite Man, A Guide to Healing Masculinity and Modern Romance. You can just type The Infinite Man, Adu, A-D-U, that's my surname. And you can also get it from our website, which is theinfiniteman101.com. And hope you enjoy.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we can't let them go without our final takeaways
Takeaway,
as well.
baby.
You want to take it away with a
Yes.
takeaway for the people?
Takeaway.
Yes. What's the takeaway that you have for them?
What's the takeaway? Take consistent, small action towards whatever goal you have. You know, and if it's in the area of dating, make sure that you leave the apps to like 10% of your dating. You need to be meeting people in real life. Face rejection, and make sure you actually study books like this that can actually help you grow in that area, so you're not like saying your butters anyway. And
Honestly, no, it's true because I'm tired of that. If I'm butters, why are you moving to me?
Exactly.
You got
The
any
math's not
takeaways for
mathing.
them?
The math ain't mathing
Not
up.
mathing. Well, my takeaway, I would say, as we said earlier on, women, let the men do their thing. Let's step back. Because I do feel like that. I really do agree on that we need to just leave them. They'll figure themselves out. They said they want to be the man. Let them. Let them be the man. Let them do their thing. And if they fail, then they fail. You don't need to be out here rescuing and saving anyone because it is not getting us anywhere. Okay? Put that energy to yourself into being more wholesome, more healthy and growing and developing. And the men that are like wholesome and developing, you will attract and you will be with them.
Exactly. I mean, she took my takeaway. I feel the same way. Let's take a step back.
Yeah.
And everything should go back to how it was, the right parts previously of how relationships are between men and women. But everything you've seen today, all the relevant links will be down below.
Okay.
But make sure you
comment, like, subscribe, follow all of us because everything will be linked down below. Okay, and we're all musicians, so go check out our music as well because we got some nice tunes for you to be boogieing it down on.
Okay, well, you heard it here. Make sure you stay locked in because you've been watching Hey Sis. Thank you so much.
That was so good.
It was.
I
felt like you guys would go.